ladies and gentlemen. My name is Rosano, a group leader of Trukah Trumin. I hope the presentation is interesting and gain you more knowledge.
As you can see on the screen, our topic today is post-pandemic supply chain performance improvement strategy through the synergy of the domestic automotive industry. First of all, I'd like to give you an overview of what a supply chain is. According to Oxford Language, the supply chain is a sequence of processes involved in the production and distribution of a commodity. Supply chain encompasses everything from the delivery of source materials from the supplier to the manufacturer through to its eventual delivery to the end user. This pandemic situation causes fluctuation in supply chain instability in the global automotive sector. Here, I would like to introduce my team members. There are Aditya and Anissa as Trukah Trumin members. We will present how Synergy can give innovative solutions in facing fluctuating supply and demand situations. The presentation is structured as follows. First, executive summary that is containing the important points of this paper. Then in the second part, introduction, which is divided into four important points, namely the background of problem, objective, methods, and solution offered. Third, definition of problem, a concise description of an issue to be addressed or a condition to be improved upon. Four, solution, an effort to find explanation and answer to the problems discussed in this paper. And last, conclusion, the final decision or opinion formed after solving the problems in this paper. Now let's move to the first part of my talk, which is the executive summary. We can break this area down into the following fields. Our main problem is supply chain instability, which affects the global automotive industry. Our main goal is that local component companies can increase their partners and cooperate with global automotive companies so that these companies assemble their cars using components made by local manufacturers. We provide solutions in a number of ways, such as the development of a national integrated database of regional component manufacturers, the application of nanotechnology, the tightening of regulation and import restriction, the holding of human resource training to enhance worker performance, and the improvement of the standards and competitiveness of these human resources. As a result, the domestic automobile industry reliance on the importation of components can be lessened. This also creates opportunity for local providers of automotive components to grow their market share. Then, as one of the most crucial steps in this industrial process, the structured training program offered to employees in the automotive industry will undoubtedly be a plus that can promote the quality of domestic automotive manufacturing to be higher and more competitive. Next, in the introduction, we divide it into four important points, namely, first, background, interruption in component fulfillment faced by the local automotive industry as a consequence of the pandemic. The automotive industry has faced significant turbulence mainly due to its heavy reliance on logistic transportation. Second, objective, assembly companies use spare-part products by local manufacturers so that local companies do not depend on the supply of goods from abroad anymore. Focus on long-term and sustainable improvement seems to be implemented in the production stage, which has been held up by the delay in the distribution of raw and supporting materials that tend to rely on only a few particular countries. Third method, descriptive research utilizing secondary data such as archival database from public companies, government, and survey implications from other research. And last, our solution, embracing local manufacturers by providing systematic job training, leveraging local component manufacturers, creating a structured database to organize and monitor local manufacturers, and improving materials quality by using the principle of nanotechnology.
Let's now turn to the next section. I want to show you the problem faced by the domestic automotive industry. The lack of domestic automotive component industry development forces them to rely on imported components, which if them frequently will hamper the company's development. In addition, if they don't receive adequate attention, the workers' incapability would create a barrier for their business since a company's ability to deploy their employees' potential is one of the most crucial factors in achieving its goals. The next problem is the fulfillment of raw materials and automotive components in Indonesia, which is still supported by supplies from abroad. This is supported by data from the local automotive community, or commonly known as the Association of Automotive Component Small-Medium Industries, that said as much as 85% of our companies import components from Japan. Why does this hinder the local automotive industry? Because the local of public trust in using locally made components. This can have an impact on industry players who become increasingly insecure about the quality of their products, which can kill medium-scale local industry producers. According to Surya 2019, the situation of Indonesia's economic development doesn't match the current level of knowledge, technology, and skills of Indonesian employees, which will affect future economic development. Based on this, it's not surprising that Indonesia's competitiveness is low due to the workforce's inability to upgrade their skills. Therefore, this is a problem for the automotive industry in Indonesia because of the imbalance between the skills available and the skills needed. Lastly, a lot of small firms still run their business independently or without receiving better treatment from the government. As a result, they are struggling to flourish in global market and are vulnerable to the change that occur. The next slide is graphic data regarding the car market share in 2019. The automotive industry is currently one of the 7 priority sectors in the development of Industry 4.0, in accordance with the Making Indonesia 4.0 roadmap. The development of the automotive industry is supported by Indonesia's potential as the largest vehicle sales market among ASEAN countries. Out of 9 countries, Indonesia contributes around 30% of total car sales in ASEAN in 2019, or around 1 million units with an average sales of around 86,000 units per month.
Reacting to the omnipresent COVID-19 that pretty much reshapes the supply chain, we propose to incorporate digital technology to create an integrated database that provides updates in each activity in the manufacturing process of the factories. This system is expected to increase visibility by visualizing the production flow so the intensity of site visits can be reduced. Internal problems such as out-of-stock situations can be handled more quickly and help them make changeover decisions more easily. But in order to do that, a collaboration of research institutions and our government as a policymaker needs to be encouraged. This is due to the fact that there are roughly 42,000 unofficial mid-scale spare part manufacturers that operate independently and receive less attention. We can also maximize the potential of the sizable amount of small businesses by using that database to facilitate their partnerships with assembly companies. This will definitely have a significant impact in terms of supply fulfillment since they commonly adjust to the necessities of the area in which they are operating, so components will be more accessible and less expensive. And another crucial thing to address is that the local made material is too heavy, so it doesn't meet global standards. So we suggest utilizing nanotechnology by maximizing the usage of alternative raw materials from our natural resources. Thus, systematic training is required to find the best material, and a collaboration with research organizations and conservation departments will be a big help in providing research implications as a foundation for this program. Well, I think that covers all the things we want to talk about. Now I would like to summarize our main points. The synergy between local automakers and assembly companies by constructing a database and empowerment of small firms by renewing regulations and providing financial support can solve the critical problem of reliance on important components. Training program that focuses on examining and utilizing alternative raw materials from our natural resources is needed to enhance the quality of raw materials. So collaboration between research institutes and natural resources conservation must be optimized as well.